Oh, baby. Okay, that was weird. I'm sorry. Well, guys, this is the final one of the year. Well, actually, we still technically got national championship. This is like the final mass, like game picks of the year. Because after this, we only have one more, which is the national championship. We're not picking that many games. So I already picked Army Navy. Just so you know that right now, I picked Navy. I picked the last week's picks. Yeah, there's that. But yeah. Anyways, let's go through these bowl games, shall we? So this is an interesting time of the year. So yeah, but let's go through some of the bowl games, and there's also FCS stuff we got to worry about. Yeah. Yeah. Furman versus Montana. I'm gonna go Montana. 88% also say Montana. Villanova versus South Dakota State. I'll go with South Dakota State. North Dakota State versus South Dakota. I'll go with North Dakota State. 71% also say North Dakota State. Albany versus Idaho. I will go with Idaho. 71% also say Idaho. Yeah. And I'm just going to guess right now. My guess is that North Dakota State's going to win the championship. That's my guess. That's just my honest guess. Anyway, so yeah. Let's start off with the bowl game, shall we? We'll start with this one. It's FCS only bowl game. I didn't know those even existed, but yeah. Howard versus Florida A&M, and that's not the Heritage Bowl, but I think it's the Celebration Bowl. I don't know why it's the Heritage Bowl. I'll go Florida A&M, 97% say that. The three pairs only 109 picks, but still. Very lopsided early. Anyway, so let's do this. We're going to go in order of the bowl games. So yeah. We'll actually save we'll save the semifinals for last, which I think it's actually given to us already. Yeah, we're good. Remember like 2 years, or remember like 2 seasons ago, we're gonna like put all these bowl games in. The very last one was literally like 4 days after all the big stuff was done, which was LSU versus Kansas State in the Texas Bowl. Oh my god, that game sucked. I got to see the Texas Bowl a couple years ago. Yeah, Advocare Texas Bowl, whatever. It was Advocare at the time when I went there. It was LSU versus Texas Tech when Mahomes was still playing. I went to that game. We won 56-27. I remember we scored 14 every quarter. Texas Tech scored 6 in the first quarter and 7 each into the rest of the quarters. Yes, I remember that. That was my first ever LSU game. Yeah. We'll talk about playoffs in a bit. Might make a whole video on that. Yeah, but this was the 12-man playoffs. Actually, yeah, we'll go over that in a bit. Actually, on a different video. All right, let's start off with Georgia Southern versus Ohio in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. I'm going to go with Ohio to win this one. And 84% also say Ohio. So, yeah. Now, before you keep on going, there's obviously going to be opt-outs, so I don't know. Jacksonville State versus Louisiana. I'm going to go with Jacksonville State. And a very nice percentage of 69% also go with Jacksonville State. We got it. All right. Miami. Miami, Ohio versus App State. I feel like App State's gonna win it. I don't know why. And 44% say that. So we're in the minority, but not by much. So and they'll be in the Cure Bowl, sponsored by the Cure. They're 8-5. That's a weird record to have at this time of the year. Maybe they're in the conference championship. What do I know? Anyways, New Mexico versus Fresno State. Mexico State's actually having a really good year for this thing. They beat Auburn. Come on. I'm going to do Mexico State. And then the New Mexico Bowl. It's basically like a home game for them. And 66% also go with New Mexico State. So, yeah. I don't know. It's crazy how New Mexico State beat god dang Auburn. It's just crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room. Okay, I'll stop. Boise State versus UCLA. I will go in the LA Bowl, basically just the home game for UCLA, except it's just in SoFi instead of the Rose Bowl. Plus, I love how Michael Madry, the Argyle players at Boise State. I just don't have thunder. I just feel like they're not going to win it. I think UCLA. Ooh, it's pretty split. 46-54. I think Boise State could win that game by flowing to UCLA. It's practically a home game for them too. So yeah. Although home games don't really matter when you're in LA. Well, at least that's in the NFL. What do I know? Anyways, two mid teams going at each other. The mid off. California versus Texas in the Independence Bowl. I'll go with Texas Tech. Or Texas Tech, that's what and 78% also say Texas Tech. And it's not Patrick Mahomes as the quarterback anymore, obviously. Yeah. Western Kentucky versus Old Dominion. West Kentucky versus Old Dominion. I guess now I think about it, I think I still have like semifinals to go for in the stuff and the freaking and FCS. You know, I'll go West Kentucky. Doesn't say what bowl game it says. Jerry Rich saying 74% say WKU is gonna win. Yeah, I think Old Dominion could win though. I don't know. We'll see. UTSA versus Old Dominion in the Frisco Bowl at Toyota Stadium. Literally, I went there for a high school football game last year. Very nice stadium, by the way. I've been on that field. I performed on that field before. Yeah. UTS, which ironic, UTSA is funny because I've been on their field before. I performed 4 times. Well, 10. I've been there for 2 comps. But yeah. Band kid. Sorry, another band kid showing. UTSA versus Marshall. My name. I know my name's in it, but I gotta go UTSA. I know that's going to be them. 79% say so. I know UTSA switched from CUSA to American Conference, but yeah. But they seem to be doing fine. 8-4, that's not bad. 79% also say UTSA is gonna win that game. Imagine UTSA plays in the Alamo Bowl. That's just a home game for them. Literally, it's in their stadium, bro. The committee's never let that happen, though. It's not going to happen. I might eat my words, but who knows? South Florida versus Syracuse, both mid teams. I'll go South Florida. I'll go South Florida. And 71% go with Syracuse. 29% go with South Florida. So I'm way on the minority in this time, but hey, might as well take a deep shot. South Florida, the Boca Raton Bowl. I don't know where that is though. Raton. But another mid-off. South of Florida versus Syracuse. It's a mid-off. Georgia Tech versus UCF, another mid-off. Remember when UCF went undefeated for like 2 years straight, and then LSU broke their streak? Yeah, I remember that. The Fiesta Bowl. The one is in Arizona. Yeah. Georgia Tech versus UCF. I'm gonna go Georgia Tech. 38%. I feel Georgia Tech's gonna win. They gave Georgia a decent run for money. I guess they gave Georgia kind of a game. Yeah. I'll go Georgia Tech. 30% say I know it's not I know I'm in the minority, but still, UCF could for sure win that game. It's a mid off, so anything can happen. Troy versus Duke. Oh, I don't know. Duke freaking beat Clemson, but they have kind of lost to a lot of teams since then. Troy, they've been having a good year. It's basically a home game because they're in Alabama still. I'll go Duke to win this one just because I think their schedule's a lot more competitive. And it should help them at least. And 41% go with it, so it's pretty close. So yeah, I'm in the minority though. So yeah, which game is that? The Birmingham Bowl. So it's, yeah, basically a USFL game, I guess. Another mid-off. Arkansas State versus North Illinois. I don't know anything about these teams. It's a Camellia Bowl. I'll go with I'll go with NIU, and 67% has to go with NIU. Yeah. Another mid-off. Georgia State versus Utah State. One of the states is going to win. It's the Idaho Potato Bowl. I'll go with Utah State, and 68% also go with Utah State. And this is an LSU play. They pretty much killed Georgia State. And they also played Utah State a couple years ago, and Joe Burrow's still here. James Madison somehow got a bowl game. Thank God he got a bowl game because they had a good season. versus Armed Forces. Versus Air Force in the Armed Forces Bowl. I'll go with James Madison on this one, having a heck of a season for that organization. 72% also go with JMU. So yeah, think if they didn't win that game against App State, they could have been near Six Bowl with how it is. South Alabama versus East Michigan. Another mid-off. I will go with South Alabama, though. It's in Hancock Whitney Stadium. This is a football game. 65% go with South Alabama. Now, I know a lot of these picks are way ahead, but they're spread out, so watch that. Just might as well make the picks now. 65% go with South Alabama. Pretty much a mid-off. Utah versus Northwestern. What happened, Utah? They Camp Rising ever come back? I guess not. That Barnes dude in the Las Vegas Bowl, I assume that will be in either Sam Boyd or Allegiant Stadium. I guess Allegiant Stadium. I'll go Utah, though. 80% also go Utah. I mean, the Utah's decent still. It's just they have a pretty good record. They have a solid record still. It's just they weren't the same as I thought they would. But 80% go with Utah. Whatever happened to Cam Rising? Someone let me know in the comments what happened to Cam Rising. Because he was really good. It's just, I guess he either got benched or injured. I don't think he got injured, though. Coastal Carolina versus San Jose State. I'll go I'll go San Jose State. And 64% say that's in Hawaii. Well, that's a long distance, baby. Coastal Carolina used to be Brandon Brown's sponsor, NASCAR. See NASCAR sponsors. There's a NASCAR sponsor playing in the freaking Fiesta Bowl. Yeah, Bowling Green. How the frick did Minnesota get a bowl game if they're 5-7? What? What do I know? I'll go Bowling Green and win this one. Only 32%. Could you imagine going 5 and still make it in the Quick Lane Bowl? This is the Quick Lane Bowl. 32% go Bowling Green. Minnesota doesn't have a good record. I think they could win it though. Texas State versus Rice, almost a mid-off. Texas State's record's decent, I guess. They got TJ Finley as their quarterback, looks like it, versus not Jaden Daniels. That'd be ironic because Jaden Daniels. I will go with Texas State, and 77% go with Texas State. Does CJ Rogers still go to Texas State? Former Argyle player, sorry. I'm a true Argyle person at heart, I guess. Oh, that's what that insert sound effect, I guess. Kansas versus UNLV in a guaranteed rate bowl. Kansas, I feel like their schedule's a little bit more competitive. So I'll go with Kansas State. Not saying UNLV is not competitive. It's just I feel like Kansas is playing is in the Big 12. It's kind of, but 78% also go with Kansas. UNLV is having a good season though. I'll give that a great season for that organization. You know what's ironic? That Allegiant Stadium hosted 2 conference championships back to back. They had to host the Big 10 championship. Not the Big 10. The Pac-12 championship. Probably the very last Pac-12 championship. Then the UNLV's game. I forgot what the championship is. Yeah, but thank God the Raiders were off because that would have been a lot of work. Imagine the Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders were off, though. All in the Legion, baby. Beautiful stadium. I might head there next year for the LSU game when they put USC in. Virginia Tech versus Tulane. Tulane got screwed, bro. They were in the freaking Cotton Bowl last year. I mean, Military Bowl, that's still pretty good. It's kind of hard to compare to the Cotton Bowl. They actually beat USC, but what do I know? I'll go Tulane. 76% say that. I saw that game person, by the way, where Tulane beat USC. That's pretty epic. I'll go Tulane, though. North Carolina versus West Virginia in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Yes, good old Mayo. Wasn't North Carolina here last year? Or I might be thinking something. Drake May versus G Green. I don't know. North Carolina. The last Drake May might opt out. Yeah. I don't know. That's just something to consider. What's their records? They're both 8-4. If Drake May opts out, I'll go with. I don't know. I'll go with. I think West Virginia is gonna win. I don't know why. And 46% go with them. It's pretty close. I was feeling Drake May is gonna opt out, But what? No, because I think he's going to the draft next year. Yeah, for 2024 draft, yeah. So it's really splits. Yeah, who knows? That's just something to consider. Louisville versus USC. USC is just laying an egg this year, I swear. They are not. They have fallen off, bro. I mean, they're still have a decent record. It's just not as good as they used to be. Caleb Williams might opt out anyway. It depends if he goes to the NFL or not. He could still stay. He could still stay in college for another year. Then he come back. I don't know. I'll go with Louisville though. 63% I'll say Louisville. Yeah. They lost to Kentucky, but still. Texas A&M versus Oklahoma State. A&M came back after having a pretty bad season last season, to a decent record. In Texas Bowl. Where is that game at? Shoot. Hey Siri, where's the Texas Bowl at? Where is the Texas Bowl at?
The Texas Bowl between Oklahoma State and Texas A&M.
Oh, how did I not know that? I was literally talking about it earlier. Sorry, I'm so used to saying Tax Act or Advocare. I don't know why. Sorry about that. But Texas A&M versus Oklahoma State. I'll go with OSU, and 62% also go with OSU. It's kind of hard to get a ranked team to not beat it. I don't know. 62% also go with OSU at NRG Stadium, baby. That's actually a really nice stadium. That's been like 10 years. I mean, not 10 years. 8 years I've been there, but still, really nice stadium. Yeah. There's that. It's basically a home game for. It's basically a home game for Texas A&M. SMU versus Boston College. SMU versus Boston College. But Boston College is a good start. I don't know. But they're mid. Holy frick. They're playing SMU in the Fenway Bowl. Why does it start at 10 a.m., bro? That is a weird start time. Screw it, I'll go with SMU. 86% say so. I don't know why they're playing a 6 and 16, but what do I know? Especially them being ranked. No offense. I don't know, but 86% I'll still go with SMU. But what do I know? I'm not the bowl committee, so yeah. Rutgers versus Miami. I know Miami blew it, but I think, and this has been the Pinstripe Bowl, brought to you by Hebron 2021. If you know, you know. I'll go with Miami. 78% also go with Miami. So yeah. By the way, shout out to Yahoo Sports for adding this, adding college football picks, because they didn't have this originally, but they added it this year, so that's good. Keep it like that. By the way, next year I'll try to do every week. Sorry I haven't been able to do every week. This year's just been so busy. NC State versus Kansas State. Ooh, this will be a good game. It doesn't say what bowl game this is, but this will be a good game. I will go with Kansas State, but I think it'll be really close. 65% also go to Kansas State. Remember when Kansas State was in the freaking Sugar Bowl last year? Sugar, yes please. It's a capital baby right here. 'Cause I need your love and alright, sorry. Show me your love and make it home. Alright, I'll stop. Arizona versus Oklahoma in the Alamo Bowl in the Alamo Dome. I have a lot of great memories from that stadium. Only been there twice. I've been on that field a couple times. So yeah, I will go. This should be a really close game. I'll go Oklahoma to win this one, just because they beat Texas. I think it's a big deal, and 63% so I can say that. Plus, if the playoff format was implemented this year, the new one was implemented this year, OU would have been in. Yeah, I would have been like number 12, but still, they're in, and 63% also say that. But unfortunately for Oklahoma, it doesn't come into effect till next year. So yeah, Friday games: Clemson versus Kentucky. I don't know. I have a feeling Clemson could beat them. I have a feeling that Kentucky could beat them. I don't know. I think that Kentucky could beat them. I'll go Clemson now. I know they lost to Duke, but still. And 67% say so. I know I'm probably repeating stuff. That's probably been repeated a billion times. I'll go Clemson. 67% also go Clemson. Yeah, in the Gator Bowl. Clemson's not the same as they used to be, but they're still pretty good. They're still pretty good. It's just not. They're not the same. They don't make the national championship every year at this rate. But hey, you don't gotta make the national championship every year to be a good team. It would be nice if you did, but you don't have to do it. Yeah. Yeah, there's that. Oregon State versus Notre Dame in the Sun Bowl. Guess what, Notre Dame? We're ranked ahead of you. Clearly, the Brian Kelly effect starting to show, baby. Oregon State versus Notre Dame in the Sun Bowl, I believe, in El Paso. That's really not Texas. As a Texan, that's pretty much considered New Mexico at that point because of how far it is, and it's in a different time zone. What do I know? It's technically Texas. Yeah, I'll go Notre Dame. Notre Dame to win this one. I think they'll be pretty close. 71% also go Notre Dame. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Next up, Memphis versus Iowa State. In the Liberty Bowl. I'll go Memphis. Actually, no. I'll go Iowa State. 61% also go with Iowa State. So, yeah. I remember Memphis was in the Cotton Bowl a couple years ago. 2019 when they played Jack's team, Penn State. Yeah. I saw Jack at that game. I saw him tailgating. Yeah, that was awesome. That was right after we moved in. It was like 3 days after we moved into our new house in Argyle. Yeah. All right, here's now to the New Year's Six bowl games, shall we? Now, Missouri versus Ohio State at the Cotton Bowl. I will be going to this game, so if you see me there, feel free to say hi. I will be at this game though. I don't know where I'm sitting. I know I'm sitting like in the third level, but like I don't know what side I'm sitting on yet. 7 p.m. and AT&T Stadium. Missouri versus Ohio State. Missouri has had a great year. Their only losses were against Georgia and LSU. Georgia, it's Georgia. What do you expect? And against LSU, who literally has Jay Daniels, who's the Heisman winning QB, or could be a Heisman contending QB, Heisman finalist, and hopefully will win it. Yeah, and a great offense. Against that great offense, yeah. I'll go Ohio State to win this one, and 65% also say that. Although I could see Missouri upset Ohio State, like Tulane upsetted USC last year in an amazing game, by the way. Yeah, but I'll go Ohio State to win that. Yeah. And yeah, by the way, this is the last year that 4 of these New Year's Six bowl games will not be playoff games. Yeah, it's weird though. And I will be making my national championship pick in a second. So yeah, once we get through this. All right, Ole Miss versus Penn State. I feel like they're literally in the exact same spots in their conferences. They're always second fiddle, or second or third fiddle. They're always third fiddle, bro. Like, think about it. Penn State is literally third fiddle to Ohio State and Michigan, while Ole Miss is third fiddle to Alabama and Georgia. So they're basically like the same kind of team. I'm going to go with Penn State. I think it'll be a really close game, though. And 59% say that. I kind of hope Penn State wins because, 1, Jack, and 2, Ole Miss isn't. I don't really like Ole Miss that much because LSU plays them every year. Yeah, I'll go Penn State, and 59% say that. Pretty close votes. Yeah. Now let's take a break from these New Year's Six bowl games for a second. Let's go to Auburn versus Maryland. Auburn will be in. This will be the Music City Bowl. Auburn almost beat frickin' Alabama, but then frickin' Isaiah Bond came out of nowhere. In Maryland, they've had a decent year. I'll go with Auburn to win this one. I just feel that this edge was more competitive. And 43% go with this. So I'm in the minority, but still, it's pretty close. Pretty close. Georgia versus Florida State. In the Orange Bowl, I don't know, people are saying Florida State got screwed out of the national championship spot, but still. If Jordan Travis was playing, then this would be a lot closer. But just this Jordan Travis getting hurt really hurts them. No pun intended. Yeah. I'll go Georgia, and 67% to go Georgia. Wolf Feek's team. Suck it, Georgia. You did not get into the national championship this year, baby. Now let's take a break again for these New Year's Six bowl games. Arizona Bowl, Toledo versus Wyoming. I'll go Toledo to win this one. Wow, that's a good record. And the Arizona Bowl, I believe this is on Barstool. Yeah, it's on Barstool Sports. It's kind of weird, but I'm up for it. And 62% also say Toledo's gonna win. I think my dad would appreciate it because he's a Dave Portnoy fan. Yeah. Yeah, Toledo. Hold up. I just realized something. I just realized something. The first game of 2024 of the new, well, not technically not the area. The first college football game in 2024 will be Wisconsin versus LSU. LSU, if this was if the new format came in place this year, LSU would be one spot off from the playoffs, which would have killed me, bro. But hey, it's not. It doesn't come into place next year. Wisconsin, they're decent, I guess. I saw LSU play Wisconsin a couple years ago at Lambeau, where LSU lost that game. LSU, Jaden Daniels has got nominated for the Heisman. It's a big, big deal. With Marvin Harrison, Michael Penix, and Bo Nix and all that. I will go with LSU to win this one. 82% say that. We'll get revenge from the game I saw a couple years ago. 82% also say LSU's going to win it. But yeah. It's weird. But hopefully Jay Daniels wins the Heisman. Yeah. Anyways, there's that. Now, next up. Liberty versus Oregon. Liberty comes in undefeated. And gets a New Year's Six Bowl game for probably the first time ever. Have they ever got a New Year's Six Bowl game? I don't know. Also a NASCAR sponsor. Yes, they sponsor William Byron. I believe William Byron went to that college anyways. Yeah. And they're playing the Oregon Ducks. This reminds me of when LSU played UCF a couple years ago, and they broke their 2-year win streak. I'm sorry, UCF. We had the playoff, bro. We had the playoff. Liberty, I know they're undefeated and they're having a great year, but Oregon is just, they have a way more competitive schedule. I'll go Oregon. 79% say that. Absolutely, Liberty might get crushed, though. I don't know why. It could be Tulane just come and beat them all of a sudden, but who knows? Oregon. 79% say that. So, yeah. But I'm happy for Liberty at the bowl game. I was New Year's Six bowl game. It's pretty cool. Okay. That's all these GTA 16 things. All right, now let's take a break from the New Year's Six bowl game. The Citrus Bowl, which LSU did not end up in this year. Iowa versus Tennessee. Iowa, they got shut out by Michigan, but it's Michigan. I will go with Tennessee to win this one. Nice, 69%. And 69% also go with it. Nice, yeah. I could definitely see Iowa win that game, though. Now, let's go to the main event. The playoff games. Alabama versus Michigan in the Rose Bowl. Alabama comes in with a very improved Jalen Milroe, with Isaiah Bond, Nick Saban, shall I say, coming in with Michigan and J.J. McCarthy, who might return next year, by the way. Depending if he wants to go to the NFL or not. Next in this upcoming draft. You also got Jim Harbaugh back on the sidelines. This will be a really close game. I think Michigan wins it, but I think it's going to be a really close game. And 56% go with Michigan. I think this might be the most intriguing 1-4 matchup that I've ever seen, we'll ever see, because this is the last time we'll be doing these 1-4, 2-3 matchups. Well, at least in this format, yeah. Okay. Texas versus Washington. Texas coming in with Quentin Ewers. With a win against Alabama. Their only loss being against OU this year. Texas making it for the first time ever in the college football playoffs, at least in this format. And it'll be the last time, at least under this format, yeah. Versus Washington, coming in with Michael Penix Jr. Last name was the Heisman finalist, Michael Penix Jr. with an amazing undefeated Washington. I have a feeling that Washington's going to win this game, but you can definitely see Texas winning it. But hopefully Texas to go national championship just to do what TCU did, like take a shot on the field. And 47% go Washington. I'm in a minority, but I think it's going to be a really close game. But yeah, there you go. There's that. And now my championship prediction, Michigan versus Washington, is how it's going to end up in my prediction. And on January 8th, 2024 at NRG Stadium, I am going to go with Michigan in the national championship. I think it's their year. So yeah. Anyways, there you go. Well, that's the last time we're doing all these mass picks. By the way, we will do a national championship pick, like an official one, after all these bowl games are done. So don't expect just looking for it. Don't expect a picks video for another month. Yeah, golly, another month. Don't expect the college football pick video for another month, unless if I feel like it, unless there's something that comes up. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let me know if I missed any bowl games. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna do for this one, for the last version of mass picking the games this year. But we will have national championship picks. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day and goodbye. We'll still have NFL picks. So yeah. See y'all in the next one. Peace.